Hello universe, it is Josh here once again, my internet code name being SpacebootOne, and I just thought I'd finally turn on the camera and give you a glimpse of what I'm just encountering here. We have a brand new mushroom biome. This is the first mushroom biome that I've found on my rebooted world, and this is my first encounter with it. It's late at night in the Minecraft world. It's also pretty late in the real world. I've been doing some fancy patterns. I actually went off the right hand side of this particular map. I was just about to start a new map, and what I did was I switched. I was getting a bunch of lag, so I rebooted my my Minecraft client just to see if it would go a bit smoother, and it appears to be going smoother. And when I logged back on, for some reason the boat was underwater with me in it. It was like, I don't know, 5 or 6 or 8 blocks under the water, so that was kind of weird. And so as I floated up to the surface very slowly inside a boat, and I was, you know, losing air and basically drowning, the vision that appeared before my eyes, lo and behold, was this smelly mass of whatever it is, mycelium. And we have some cows. Hello, mushroom. And one of the very nice things about these mushroom biomes is, of course, no evil mobs, no hostile mobs spawn here. It looks like it's a nice big one. You know, I have my world set to large biomes, so I'm quite happy with that. Maybe I'll do a circumnavigation around it. I think what I'll do is I'll finish off mapping the area, and I think I'm about 400 blocks off. I lost count when I started getting lag, so I think, but if I just start the map on the other side of this mushroom island, it looks really good at night, actually. I think. I don't know if you're getting the full experience of this because I have to compress it to upload it, but I think it looks very cool, and I'm very I'm very gratified to finally have a mushroom biome on my new world. One of the things I made sure and not do. I'll just show you my. Let's put armor back on. This is map number 240 that I've the last map. They go by increments of 5. The maps, because this mushroom biome is going to be rather large. I think it's going to be more than 500 blocks across, which is that's good. That gives me lots of mycelium to harvest, lots of room to build cool structures. I'm really looking forward to building on here because no creepers or anything like that. So it's going to be, and I'll try mining, and I'll try and do all kinds of good stuff, building a fortress, and it is rather large actually. So yeah, we'll just sail around the edge here. There's a little separated island bit of it. That's kind of cool, yeah. Of course, I'm not in desperate need of food, so I'm not going to get mushroom stew from the mushrooms, but that's a possibility. That's what I'll do soon enough. Yeah, and I'm just going to sail to the other side right here. I kind of want the mushroom island to be right in the middle of a map so that I have a very clear map of it, but this is actually quite a bit larger than I expected it to be. Oh, and it's still going. Wow. This is, I think maybe I'll start the new map in the middle, but I'm just gonna keep going around a little bit just to find out the actual extent of this mushroom biome. The seed I used for this this world is all lower space. It's the garden, all lowercase with no spaces. It's the garden. So if you are interested, I won't give coordinates out because I haven't been using F3, but in a minute I will go to the map page, and I will, because I have been using Microsoft Paint to cut and paste my maps together with screenshots so that I have one big map of the world. I've been feeling a little bit bad about that lately, thinking that it's kind of cheating in a way. Oh, look at that! Like, that's a cool little bay area in there. Hey, like you could build a little harbor or something like that, protected from everything. Although you don't, yeah, and it's Minecraft, so you don't need to worry about being protected too much in a harbor. I mean, I suppose on a multi-player server you might. Oh, the sun's coming up now. Oh wow, there's even more land. So I think this mushroom biome is the biggest I've ever seen. I can't wait to start mapping it. I won't map it on camera, but I'm just bringing you along for this entire initial experience of getting the impression of it. It looks really cool, just, you know, swimming around. One of the things I decided, oh, and my boat got messed up there. One of the things I decided I wanted to do with a mushroom biome is I want to actually switch some of it to patches of grass and do like a pasture. I don't need the map with me. So do like little sections of green grass and trees and stuff, and try and turn it into like almost a normal environment. So I'm looking forward to that. I used to kind of, my old thought, my old, I guess, philosophy or whatever on mushroom biomes was that I wanted to kind of preserve them, and for the most part I still do, but this is so big that even if I tried, I couldn't replace, you know, I couldn't destroy the entire mushroom ecosystem. A lot of this is just going to remain as a... Wow, this is cool. A lot of this is going to just remain as it is naturally, because there's no way I can transform all of this. I mean, this is huge. And yeah, mushroom biomes are supposed to be relatively small. What this might be is it might actually be like two islands that generated together, like the code might have generated two adjacent to each other and they just happen to overlap. So I'm just doing continuing to do a circumnavigation around the entire island just so I have a sense of it. I guess I'm going to have to do this trip all again with an actual map in hand. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I'm getting a sense of the north-south length of it just by where I am on the edge of this map, because it gives an indicator of my position relative to the map. So I've got that. So it looks like it might extend beyond two maps, beyond one map. Sorry. Well, we'll even see. We'll see if it takes up more than. But this is absolutely gigantic. And that's what I wanted, because I have my world set on large biomes, and that's what made this especially hard to find, is because I had it on large biomes. I haven't been using F3, and this time I never peeked at amidst. Of course, amidst is not updated or at least I haven't been able to get an updated version for the current version of Minecraft I'm using, so I couldn't use amidst if I wanted to. But what I'm saying is I haven't used any peeking tools. I haven't used any tools to find this biome. I found it entirely by mapping and a small cheat of using MS Paint, which Is MS Paint a cheat? I'm not sure if MS Paint counts as a cheat. There's a nice waterfall. I really wish that there weren't so many lighting glitches, but I guess I just have to appreciate the island, even despite the lighting glitch. Oh, there's another bug that keeps happening. The boat changes position relative to yeah, there's two different positions for the boat. There's one for the client and one for the server, and then the game is telling me that I'm in one place, but then it thinks I'm in a different place, so I can't properly navigate around things like this. So as you can see, yeah, I've gone all the way to the bottom of this mushroom biome. I am curious if the biome itself actually ever intersects with other land. Usually they don't, but it's possible that they will join up with like normal biomes. My suspicion is no. I think I've reached the southern tip of it. I think it's going to be a southwest, like this is the southeast tip, sorry, and then the other tip will be on the kind of the northwest. So but I mean, who knows what's going to happen. But yeah, I think we're on the way northwest. We're on the southwest side of the island. We're heading northwest, and I think we'll be able to come around to the main part of it. And according to this map, we're still below, we're south of a certain section of it. So yeah, this I don't think this is going to fit on one map, to be quite sure. And just watching the mushrooms, I wonder what they're thinking. I guess if the fungus gets in their brains, they probably aren't able to think much. Okay, so this is probably a huge crescent, is what I'm thinking, because it eventually has to curve around again, and we're heading northeast now. Yeah, here it goes, curving around. So we have a big crescent bay. So like, you know, we had on the other side, we had like a little cove that you could build like a hideout in, but this is more of like, you know, a huge bay. You could put a town in there. You could build like a breakwater. One thing that might be fun would be to get villagers out here, because if I can get a village going on here, then I wouldn't have to worry about zombies eating them. But the only problem is getting villagers out here in the first place is a bit difficult, because either I have to get them from a village or get them from a build an artificial island nearby and generate zombies, which actually, you know, now that I think about that, that's not going to be too hard either. Okay, so I think, is this the is it? No, I'm going to look for that thin point that I saw, and that's where I'm going to maybe south of that, actually. So that, I think that's just a separate little island. And yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know, that would look very impressive if it weren't for the lighting glitch. I don't know if I can. I don't know if there's a way to get rid of that. I can get rid of the bottom bit, but the top bit is what looks ugly, and I won't be able to get rid of that. Okay, onward. I like having a few of these little outlying islands, because they can like serve kind of useful, interesting purposes. I just haven't thought of what to do with them yet. And this whole island is probably directly south of spawn for me, but I'll have to double check when I get back to my mapping. Where am I on this map? I'm still pretty low down, so there's lots to come around. Okay, this might be the thin spot, or even the spot where the two islands. Okay, so yeah, it's basically like that's fairly large, and that's fairly large. So I think we've been this way now. So what I want to do is go back south again, and where am I according to this? I want to try and get as close to centered on this biome as possible. I might even use that island, but I don't think that's a good use for the island. I think what I'll do is I'm going to start the map start the map right here. Yep. Okay. So I'm actually going to go down to the bottom of the ocean. Hopefully I don't drown myself or anything stupid like that after having done all this work and carrying all these maps with me. Oh, yeah, we need to get a torch. Okay. Little trick there. Put a torch and you can breathe the air. So now I'm building myself a little shelter here. Yeah, so I can breathe a bit of air. Okay, and there. And there, okay. So now I have this shelter at the bottom of the ocean. The other option with these, to build a map in the middle of the ocean is sometimes I will do a dirt pillar up to the surface from the bottom, but I don't know. I have different preferences depending on the time of day or whatever. So I don't know if this is going to be the final map I ever make on the server, or on the server. On the it really shouldn't be on this world, but I am really tired of mapping at the moment, so I think my world might remain rather unfinished as far as mapping goes. I mean, now I've discovered all the strongholds, I've now discovered this mushroom biome, I've discovered every other kind of biome except, of course, ice plains. I haven't discovered ice plains yet, so it would be nice to find one of those. Okay, and yes, that's complete, so we'll just swim up to the surface again. I don't have aqua affinity with me because I only brought my what do you call it? Oh great, now this boat. I don't even know where this boat is. Is it here? Is it here? I'll just swim up to the island. Well, it must be somewhere like in front of me or something. I'm just clicking around. Oh, there. Okay. Now, okay. Okay, so I'm gonna actually do the circle around the island one more time, but I'm not gonna bring you with me this time. Okay, so it's raining a bit, and I've been around the island a second time. I'm taking refuge underneath this this mushroom here, and you can see that we have circumnavigated the mushroom island. It is approximately 1,000 blocks across, like wide, at the widest point, and it is maybe 1,200 blocks tall, or north-south, at the longest. So this is definitely a large mushroom biome, bigger than I've seen before. And you know how I was speculating that this would be actually two islands? It doesn't look that way. It looks like it's just one big one. And there was a narrow part that I thought would be like lead to the other side of the island, but it was just to an inland sea or something like that. And I mistook like one of the smaller islands for a separate island. and I've managed to match it up with this map. So there's some islands in the southeast corner of this map that match up with islands to the west of this map. Oh, hello cow, or mushroom, or whatever you are. They look weird. Okay, so yeah, that's what that looks like. The next step is to stitch it into my MS Paint program, and yeah. Alright, so this is my entire world so far, you know, everything explored so far. I haven't, there might be areas where I've gone beyond the maps, but mostly I've mapped everywhere that I've actually traveled to. So it's, yeah. You can see that I've been experimenting with different patterns. There's some spirally patterns, there's some just random going around patterns. The latest experiments have been kind of more squarish, kind of try and cover the entire thing with a very square pattern. All of this in search of mushroom biomes, which it turns out almost any pattern basically would have uncovered this mushroom biome, because it couldn't really have hidden in many of these unexplored spaces. You know, it's possible, but it couldn't fit in this one, for example. This one is, here I should be using the control keys in case you're not seeing. Couldn't really fit in this one, the whole entire island there. So what I'll do, there's all the towns that I live. I live in Cave Top there, but down here is Spawn and Space Boot Garden, where I first started here. And then I kind of did a roundabout, like these are the maps that I've been making lately, kind of all of these, and exploring these. And if you find a lot of like regular land, that's not a good sign, because you want open ocean to find proper mushroom biome. But of course you don't know you're in open ocean until you map the land and find, okay, there's a landform there. So that's why I didn't really want to go further in the from here. I didn't go further west because it seemed like there would be more land that way. Eventually I might have, and then, you know, I found this bay here. Bay's, you know, nice big bay, but you won't find any mushrooms in there. So yeah, so then I came along kind of down this way. I actually explored, I found a new plains biome with some towns here. There's 4 towns in here, which I named Gatewatch. 2 towns named Abundance because they were so close together. I figured they'd just be kind of different neighborhoods or whatever. And Mushroom by the Sea. Turns out that's a good name because the mushroom biome, well, actually, it's what, 2, 3, 4 kilometers away at that point. Maybe, yeah, 4K from the mushroom biome. But it was, I guess it was a good omen, or well, no. To be honest, I don't know how much of that was luck, because I think I really was persistent, because I did a lot of mapping, and I think I deserved to find the mushroom biome at this point. I don't know, I may have been a little early, but I think it was about time I found it. But you can see it way down here to the south, the mushroom biome. And then I was basically doing all these. These are old maps actually above here. So this map here is fairly old. So in fact, I had been within how many K would you, I had been within a kilometer of the mushroom biome. Of course, I'd been, you know, there could be more mushroom biomes hidden along the corners here, but the only way to find them is to continue mapping all around. So yeah, there's no way to find them. So I was basically coming in from this direction and exploring all these, and these are my latest experiments, of course, at mapping and uncovering anything that might be in there. But I think in the future I won't be so careful, because I will find hopefully big biomes like this particular mushroom biome. So the next step is to build a rail line. It is relatively direct south from Spawn. Let's see, it ends up being that's probably within eyesight in the nether. So if I do a nether rail basically directly south, I won't be able to miss my mushroom biome. So the first thing I'm going to do is build a portal here and go enter the nether and see what's around and build some landmarks in the nether, just so I maybe like put a giant mushroom or something there. And then after that I'll come back out here, sail back to spawn, or to this particular stronghold perhaps as a staging point. And then from there I will dig directly south through the nether, and I'll probably end up somewhere here, or I might even pass it a little bit, but then hopefully spot a landmark, and then be able to connect them and then build a railway. I don't think I have enough iron to do a railway all that way. Let's just have a look quickly to the north. I have a nether rail going from spawn here all the way, well actually from this stronghold all the way up to as far as where do I have it? I think I have it goes all the way here to Adventure Town. Definitely goes to the mines here. And I have more portals up here, but they're not connected by rail. More portals. The Burr. These are the desert towns. I believe we've seen in a video already. I believe I uploaded that one already. So yeah, this rail is 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 kilometers long, and this rail would be 1, 2, 3, about as long. So yeah, that's doable. I definitely don't have the gold right now to do powered rail, but I can work on mining that and getting it going. So is that enough talking for you? Perhaps. There are many other things on this. There's a new plains biome to explore, which I never, this one was fairly easy to explore. It's fairly small, and I found some towns. There's more towns over here, but I don't know. I'm going to have to name these countries. I named the towns over here, but this continent probably needs a name, and this continent probably needs a name. And there's another continent far to the north of Horseland here, which actually has a town. I think there's a town right here somewhere. It's one lonely town, and I don't see anything nearby, any other. So it's not in a country or anything. It's just its own town. So yeah. And of course, eventually, I was thinking it'd be nice to have this all like very cleaned up, and so it doesn't look so messy, and so it actually looks like a proper map. But yeah, that's gonna be some work. So I'm gonna call that a video for this particular one, and what the next project will be digging through the nether and getting this all connected, and maybe having some fun playing in the mushroom biome, which is going to be quite big and exciting. So thank you for watching, and it's been a lot of talking, I know, talking about future plans, of course, and that's a big part of what the game of Minecraft is for me, is planning out all these future things. Yeah, this island didn't really turn out the way I expected. I managed to get it to fit almost entirely on the map, but not quite. I didn't quite center it properly, but I guess my orientation wasn't as good as I thought it was, and I thought it would be more like differently oriented, but apparently that's how it is. It looks almost kind of, I don't know, bean shaped. It's got a little looks maybe like a dragon fruit or something, or I don't know. I'll think about more what it looks like. Could be a cartoon guy's head with some hair and a nose, and he's like talking, and this is his neck or something like that. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, So for real now, thanks for watching, and stay tuned, subscribe. There's going to be more fun stuff in the future.